beats by Dallas, nigga hurt.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Come on, put your hands together. We're here again for the one and the only. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. This is the Big Time Show that is being seen and heard live right now as we speak on Facebook on the Big Time Show page. It is also being seen live as we speak on the YouTube page, the Big Time Show YouTube page. It is being seen on X or Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. It's there. And of course, it is on, TikTok. The TikTok family is in the building. What is going on today? Appreciate everybody that is coming in. Hope that you guys would do me the favor and share as we do what we always do. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys from my perspective, of course, and yours, because you guys make the show. When you start chatting and everything else, do me a favor also. If you are sharing, I hope that you also will hit that like button for me. If you're on Facebook, hit that thumbs up button and turn it to a heart if you want. And just do that. Smash it about 20 times for me. It won't take you no more than about 3 seconds to do 20. Then, of course, if you're on YouTube, I need you to hit that heart button for me. If you're on Twitter or X, I need you to just hit the screen anywhere. You'll see those blue hearts come up. Do that for about 20 times for me, and I would appreciate it. If you're on TikTok, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what they push. I'm serious, I don't. So if you're on, however you supposed to like, I guess it's that heart button on TikTok, I guess. If you don't mind, hit that about 20 times for me, and I would appreciate it. It helps out. It puts my show in faces that I've never been in before. When you say that you like my show or you like doing all that, then it just helps me out. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. I'm getting ready to speak to those that have come in. We started off at least with a few numbers here. They done drifted off. I guess everybody's tired of talking about the Cowboys. I can understand. I can understand. It's like I'm tired of talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. You understand? I don't care if they're in the Super Bowl. It hurts me to know that they are there, to be honest with you. I can't stand it. But on today's show, I might surprise you a little bit with what I have to say on today. Is really not a lot. But I think that we need to start looking at things a little bit differently, for real. Now, I know y'all see my title for the day, but that's really not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about something else. I'm sharing. Forgive me for not seeing things. Let me do this, and then I'll get started, and I'll speak to you if you're here. I appreciate all of you so much for just taking a little time out and come hanging with your boy. Share. If you don't mind, share. All right, let's go. Let me speak to everybody that I see. Those of you on TikTok, I don't know some of these names, so I'm not even gonna do it. Mike, Patel, hey man, I saw you. We saw, hey, y'all on TikTok, a lot of y'all in here. Come on and speak to me so that I'll know. Before we get started, let me give you a little report. Let me speak here, I'm sorry. Joe, how you doing, sir? Talib, I see you. Greg, how you doing? Joe again. Okay, I see all that. There's so many on TikTok, I can't even, it goes so fast, you can't even, I have to be locked in on the screen just to see that. But hello to all of you that are popping in on TikTok, those of you on YouTube and everything. Let me start this off this way. So I got in about an hour ago now from my son's game, in which he clowned a little bit today. They won 42 to 12. I think I'm right. No, 40. Let's go. Here we go. Oh God, he just want to get 40 what? 40 to 16, he said. Wave at the people, son. I can't see you. There you go. All right, so he had a big game today. I think he had 12 points. I think he had about 5 rebounds today. Had a few assists defensively. Had about 3 steals. So he had a pretty good all-around game. But what was most impressive was that his shot kind of got to working today. I think he had 2 in a row and barely missed 3 in a row. Pulling from heaven. I'm going to put it on my page. For those that follow me on Facebook, you'll see it a little bit later on today. But he had a real good game. His teammates had a real good game, and they are still undefeated. They have not lost a game this year, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think they will. They're just too good defensively. Instinctive, how kids are when they're just a step slow, in reaction. But these kids are not. They go get the ball. It's hard to score against them, for real. And that's exactly what happened today. So, great win by his team. It was big. All right, there he is. There, wave at the people again. There you go. Big game. All right. So my title is today, and it's all in caps. Do something, Jerry Jones. I'm gonna be honest with you. For those that look for me to talk about other teams, I really don't do that. I could, but that ain't my forte in this podcast world. I don't do that. Maybe I should. Maybe it might broaden my show, might bring other people in. I'm quite sure it would. I'm just a Cowboy fan. I ain't got time to talk about nobody else but my team. I love the Cowboys, as y'all know, just like you love them too. We wouldn't be going through all this misery together if we didn't love them. So we Cowboy fans over here. I can talk Cowboys 365. What's up, Jason? I can talk Cowboys 365, 7 days a week. That's just what I do. One of these days, I might change my whole format. Just talk sports, period. I can, because I listen, know everything, read and everything else. I might do that, but as of now, I ain't been convicted yet to do that. So that's just what I do. Before I get started, what I really want to say, let me thank all of you who wish me a happy birthday. I appreciate that. My birthday was February the 5th. I appreciate all of you who just typed in happy birthday for those that followed. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, man, Jason. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been doing this for 3 years, and I talk to the Lakers. That's what my show was built on, the Cowboys and the Lakers. But I rarely talk to Lakers now. Rarely. So I guess I'm just a Cowboy man through and through. That's what I do. And I appreciate y'all. Again, thank you for happy birthday wishes. Appreciate you. Thank you. You didn't have to do it, but I appreciate you. All right. Before I really get started again, I'm sorry, but I got to do this, y'all. Y'all forgive me. If you want to contribute to the podcast, you can. If you're on Facebook, you can use those stars if you want. If you want to use YouTube, of course, you got that $ there that's at the bottom of your screen. You can use that there, and you want to become a subscriber of the show or a membership of the show, you can do that there as well. Appreciate you, Dennis. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate that. What else? If you want to use my Cash App, it's simple, $ the Big Time Show. You can do that as well. If you want to contribute, it's not a requirement, as I always say. I just appreciate you guys here with me, all right? This is the reason why I want to say what I'm getting ready to say. I hope you guys will vibe with me. I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Leon. I see Leon slipped in here. Leon said, Dez Bryant or CeeDee Lamb? Ask me that question about another 4 years or so. Dez was highly productive for a long period of time. CeeDee just getting started. Let me know. Let me know when CeeDee gets to about year 6 or 7, and then we can revisit that. I hope that answers your question. All right. Super Bowl is tomorrow, as we all know. And it pains me to see the Philadelphia Eagles there. We got to deal with these Eagle fans all year long. To be honest with you, win or lose, Philadelphia Eagles are going to, hey, Miss Regina, how you doing? See you. Win or lose, Philadelphia Eagle fans are going to troll us all year. Because once again, they've made it farther or further than we have. They may lose, but at least they had a bragging right to say, hey, we trying to get to where everybody say y'all trying to get to. With us, it's rarely the Super Bowl. Everybody always say, can they just make an NFC championship game? Well, the Eagles got that on. So we'll hear about that from now on until next year. And until, God knows, whatever. And my mind was thinking, like, we've had all kind of signs. Well, let me take that back. Everybody wants to tell Jerry what to do, okay? And it ain't worked. You know what I'm saying? We done had, just like Jason just put up in the chat, talking about the free agents and names of floating. We done seen that for the last 3, 4, 5 years. We done had all these big names go by, and we already know, y'all, that they don't get free agents. We know that. We know it. We know that. So I never get excited about big names that are floating around, because I know that Stephen Jones is not going to do it. I'm convinced of that. He's shown me that over the years. I don't even get excited at all. They have a philosophy that they believe in, and it's quite different than, obviously, everybody else in the NFL, and they are sticking to it. They will shock me if they did anything. Hey, Tommy, what's up, brother? I see you. I would be shocked if we go get a day one free agent. We will get free agents. Cowboys believe in, of course, as you heard me say many, many times, that we believe in day 8 free agents. What's up, Kyle, man? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. We believe in day 8 free agents. Free agents that are for depth, not impact. That's what we do. We wait until day 9, day 8, day 10 with names you ain't never heard of, and then we make a dip to go get at least one XFL player that's playing. You know, that's how we got Kevontae Turpin. That's how we got Brandon Aubrey. That's what we do. The game plan has been set. The pattern has been set. We all know it. We might wish for something else, but by now we already should know what the Cowboys are going to do. We know this. So I don't even put any hope at all into that because I know how cheap Steven is. I know he's a salary cap guy. He's a salary cap champion of the entire world. I know Jerry ain't just a bunch of talk. And at the end of the day, he not going to do nothing because he kind of letting Steven kind of run the show. And Steven's philosophy is, hey, we draft and develop. So that's why everybody gets excited about the draft. They got us so trained now that we so messed up that we are banking everything on the draft. As if that's really going to fix things. What have I always said? Okay, we got, 10, 11 picks in the draft? How many of them are really going to make the team? Seriously. And if they make the team, are they practice squad guys, really? I mean, some of them are going to be practice squad guys. I mean, I'm not excited about that. I'm excited about the possibility of drafting 12 and in the second round, drafting pretty high in the round because you really get to have a real impactful player that's going to come in and probably be a day one starter and really get a chance to, as a rookie, to make impact. When you draft that high, you have to hit a home run. You can't just be talking about experiment and development. Those words don't apply to number 11. You're drafting too high. Those kind of pick, that kind of land, that development stuff, that works for when you draft at 28, 26, that type of stuff. You really ain't just worried about when you're drafting 11, you need a no doubt impact player. So I'm excited about that. I'm a little excited about that because you usually can't miss when you're drafting that high. I don't care where you drafting it. I don't care who you pick. At pick number 11, you're going to have a whole lot of guys to choose from at 11, and all of them just about will be a solid pick. No doubt about that. So I'm a little excited about that. But Dennis, he was not a free agent, though. We got Gilmore in a trade. So that was a trade. That was not a free agent. So I can't tell you. I think the last biggest free agent name probably we had was Carr. Brandon Carr. Everybody else we got was, impactful trades. Amari Cooper was a trade. Guy you talking about, Gilmore, was a trade. Brandon Cooks was a trade. That's it. In the last, good years or so. If I'm missing somebody, I forgot, but that just goes to show you the impact they had. If we got free agents, they didn't do anything. I think a lot of people were excited about Gerald McCoy. But of course, McCoy didn't even make it to the field. That was at the time was a big pickup. That's it. Mr. Jana said if we spend money on players to win, people spend more on tickets and more. And, that's business that Mr. Jana's talking about. That's just flat out business. But here's what I'm saying. So listen to me now. We've had enough years right around this time where we keep rehearsing the same pattern. And I'm sitting there saying, like, what is it going to take for Steven and Jerry to finally catch up? I mean, look what they missed out on. They saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady strip down the whole franchise in 1 year. When Brady came in, they moved heaven and earth to get people. People came here. And guess what happened? They won the Super Bowl, right? 1 year. Big turnover. Tom Brady show up. Here come Gronk out of retirement. Here come, oh my God, the running back, Fournette, and here come all other Patriot guys. They won the Super Bowl. Right after that, the Rams had the Super Bowl in their home place. They go trade and get Matthew Stafford, send Jared Goff to Detroit. They essentially just trade off a quarterback. They got Aaron Donald at his prime. And then they go get Dexter Fowler, same Dexter Fowler played with us. They go get Leonard Floyd, all these good pass rushers. And they got Jalen Ramsey as a cornerback. And when they did that, guess what happened? They won the Super Bowl. Because they really did go, quote unquote, all in. All right? You see what I'm saying? The Cowboys ain't caught up to that. They still talking about we draft and develop. Everybody else is there. Drew, Eagle fan. Now, perfect time. And I was just getting ready to talk about the Eagles. Good luck tomorrow, Drew. So you got my Eagle fan here, Drew. And the next team that did it was the Philadelphia Eagles. Guess what they did? Since we ain't getting nothing, guess what they did? They go ahead and they done paid two of their receivers, AJ and Devontae, paid them big money. Dallas Goedert has to be a top 7 tight end in the game. Maybe I may be stretching it too far. He might be a top 5 when he held. Tight end in the game. They paid the quarterback right. They paid the quarterback right. And then they go around and pay their 2 wide receivers. Then they go and then get Saquon Barkley. And here we are in Dallas talking about we can't afford nothing. And I'm saying, like, what salary cap are you, who's doing it? Because I'm saying everybody else add not only players, but impact players. So you can't keep washing that down my throat, pushing it all the way down, telling me because of salary cap, we can't get good players. No, whoever is doing your salary cap sound like Steven. He obviously ain't doing what, maybe went to the different class. Because everybody else stacking the deck. Everybody. The Rams stacked the deck, won the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay stacked the deck, won the Super Bowl. Now the Philadelphia Eagles have stacked the deck, and they playing tomorrow. So you can't tell me that we got to save for this person. We got to save. No. I ain't got to their defensive, ballers that they got over there. Come on now. So we can't keep biting that album and listening to Jerry on that. Sooner you're insulting my intelligence. I don't like people insult my intelligence. I'm sorry. Not when other teams are doing the same thing. Kansas City, I understand that Mahomes' contract is especially flexible. And I understand that he didn't charge Kansas City like every other quarterback charged their team. But come on now. Kansas City always trade and get people under the cap and always go get these guys, these Worthies and Hollywood Brown. And I mean, come on, man. Come on now. They still pay Mr. Jones on defense. I mean, the defensive tackle for Kansas City, all-world player. I mean, come on now. You just can't keep telling me that you can't sign guys when everybody else is doing that. You can't tell me about Detroit. You can't tell me you can't pay this person, that person. You just paid Goff all his money. Then you go back and pay St. Brown, the wide receiver, all his money. You got 2 running backs back there. You got Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, come on now. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. You can't tell me you can't do it. And when you choose not to do it, you're going to forever will be in the draft and developmental stage. So since this is what they've been doing, listen to me now. I'm saying, what is it going to take for Jerry and Steven to flip the switch? Jerry down there running his mouth all this week. You seen, I'm quite sure you seen it, talking about it. Well, you know, what did he say? Y'all can't see it, but y'all ain't gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna read it to you. Well, I'm gonna read it to you. There's a quote there. You know, he just down there running his mouth, trying to find the nearest microphone so he can go ahead and run his mouth and try to get some clickbaits and try to make it about the Cowboys and all that type of stuff. I'm just saying, man, be quiet. Here's a quote from yesterday. I wouldn't have signed Dak Prescott, the highest paid player in the NFL, if now wasn't when we wanted to win. I can't tell you want to win. I can't tell you. So you can run that mess by just so they can quote you and make you sound stupid. See, when you really want to win, there's some actions that are taken to prove that you want to win. And I'm sick of hearing the same thing from Jerry. I wouldn't have spent the money on Dak and all that. Well, see, you got mistaken identity. Just because you spent the money on Dak, by now you should have known that Dak need extra help. I don't care how much you paid him. 60, 20, 10 million, 3 million, I don't care. Right now, out of all these years, you should know that Dak needs the gun fully loaded. He's not the type of quarterback. He's not that type of quarterback like a Josh Allen, the MVP of the league. He's not like that. He needs the gun fully clipped, fully loaded. That's the type of guy he is. He needs things to be. He needs a running game, so his play action game is great. That's what I mean. Hello. If you don't run the ball, guess what? Play action ain't worth a dime. He ain't talking about nothing. He needs that. He needs weapons at receiver. You can't give him just really one and then your number 2 wide receiver is mediocre. You can't do that. He needs the number 2 to be just like the Philadelphia Eagles with 2. Or number 1 at one side and another number 1 on the other side. That's what he needs. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and a healthy Michael Gallup. That's what Dak needs. Dak needs a great little line so that the run game works. That's what he needs. It's just that simple. He ain't like Josh. He ain't no carrier. He's not. He's a good quarterback, real good. But he's, and maybe that's the problem. That may be the problem. Everybody has everybody has, it sounds like mistaken identity in the organization because they really believe Dak Prescott is one of the top 2 or 3 best quarterbacks in the league. He very well may have been at the time when he was going for MVP, but the real truth of the matter is Dak needs a fully loaded, stacked deck team. That's what Dak needs. You can't give him the ball 40 times and say, carry us to the promised land every game. He's not that type of quarterback. That's not him. He's not a Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow got the ball passing 40 to 50 times a game, everybody in this chat wouldn't have not one single problem with it. Not one. Because that's his game. That's his game. If I say Patrick Mahomes, throw the ball 45 times, you wouldn't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, you would encourage it because it's Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen don't have no choice. He's the only weapon. He's the only weapon. It's just that simple. But between Josh and his legs and his throwing power, because he's so scared when he runs, he can throw it 35 times because you don't know what he's going to do. He's not great. I mean, I understand he's the MVP, but he really, perfectly honest with you, he shouldn't have won that yesterday. It was really Lamar Jackson, to be honest with you. But that's voter fatigue. That's the only reason why he won. Period. You can't do that with Dak, though. You cannot. I love Dak. He may be the greatest kid at coming out the 4th round. Nobody has done what he's done. If you say somebody's got to be one of the all-time greats, like you say Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner was undrafted. You want to go with Tom Brady, of course, drafted in the 7th round or whatever, 6th round, I'm sorry. I give you those, but it ain't too many 4th round quarterbacks that have accomplished what Dak has for his career. So we keep judging Dak on 1st round grade status, which is wrong, because he's not that. And all the guys I was calling out, they were 1st round guys, which is, again, a testament to how good Dak really is, because he belongs in that conversation as well. But I'm saying this, y'all. Y'all check me out. Here I go. What in the world is it going to take for the mentality of the front office to change? And I finally figured out, at least from my view. Of course, it's just my opinion. See, tomorrow is going to be kind of interesting. I got Kansas City winning myself. And it's not because I hate the Eagles. I just believe that until somebody beat the champions, they are the favorite. Until somebody takes it away from them, I ain't betting against Mahomes. I done seen it too many years now. I'm just not doing it. So that's my pick. But here's my thing. What if the Philadelphia Eagles win tomorrow? Couldn't that be the very thing that will finally tick Jerry Jones off? Would that be, because see, the idea of the Philadelphia Eagles being called the world champions just makes my skin itch right now. Just when I said it, I just feel like scratching right now. Could that finally be the straw that broke the camel's back, that knowing you're going to have to deal with this particular team for the next God knows how many years? Saquon Barkley ain't going nowhere. Now, he has a history of being hurt. He didn't get hurt this year. I get it. And there's a lot of things can go into every year. But what I'm saying is just the fact that they got free agents. And guess what they did? They in the Super Bowl. And what if they win it? See, if they win, you can't tell me that just because you paid your quarterback, you cannot tell me that you can't get nobody else, because I seen what Philadelphia did. They went and got other folks. See, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Jalen Hurts at the time, I think was second highest paid quarterback in the league with his $50 million or whatever it was. I think it was 50. And then you say, okay, they paid AJ. Then they paid Devontae Smith. And then they paid some of their defense. And I'm saying, like, see, if the Philadelphia Eagles win, you can't say that no more. You can't say it no more. You can't say it. And I'm trying to figure out, what is it going to take for them to finally figure out that we need to do something significant? And the answer ain't always the goddamn draft. Like they always say, you got to draft. Because everybody get excited about the draft. The draft, if it was just that great, as many good players as the Cowboys have picked over the years, we should have been in the Super Bowl by now. If that was the formula. The formula ain't got us nothing but a few more All-Pros, a few more Pro Bowl players. I give you that. Will obviously knows talent. Will McClay. We all do that. But to get to the level what I'm talking about, like that game tomorrow, Super Bowl in New Orleans, it takes a different approach. The approach that we have is not the right approach. I know how many years we got to keep going through the whole thing. Not only do we have to deal with Philly, but let me tell you something. The Washington Commanders got $100 million to spend this season. And just coming off an NFC Championship game appearance. You don't think that a lot of players are gonna have a problem going to Washington playing for Dan Quinn? And they see what's all down there. They done seen his kid play quarterback, Mr. Daniels. You don't think that look, $100 million they got. You don't think some players ain't gonna go, you know how Dan Quinn, you don't think Dan Quinn not gonna stack the deck on defense next year? Seriously, y'all. So not only do we have to deal with Philadelphia next year, we will be dealing with Washington for years to come, my man. Yeah, it's time for Jerry to do something now. Call him not, he finna get left behind for real. And I don't even see y'all typing it, but somebody got to be typing this. And yes, the Giants got over a huge amount of money. All they missing is a quarterback. And I believe they're going to get one in this draft here. So you get a good quarterback. Let me tell you something. Whoever that guy what name was at the Giants that bagged up Daniel Jones, I forgot his name, DeVito, that's his name. Trust me, Shedeur Sanders is better than him. Hello. Shedeur is better than him. Cam Ward is better than him. The kid from Ole Miss is better. Jason Dart, he's better than him. Matt Milroy from Alabama is better than him. And DeVito. I mean, the list go on and on. So the Giants are going to be something to deal with before it's all said and done, too. They already got a few pieces already in the building. They already got a number one wide receiver. They already got a pretty good defense. All they need is just a quarterback. That's really all they need. They can go and build from there. They need a running back, and they need probably a little different O-line, but you got the real big pieces already in the building that will be there. So you can't tell me that the draft is the only way, and that's what it seems like the Cowboys do. The draft is the only way that we can get better. The draft is the only way. Nah, can't tell me that no more. So maybe the Eagles winning tomorrow might give us a sense of urgency that we got to do something. Maybe that's what's gonna do it. Huh? I mean, I don't want the Eagles to win at all. I'm not cheering for it. I'm just saying I really do believe that would put some serious pressure in Dallas. Like, God dang, man. This team has been to the Super Bowl twice in the last, 4 years? I mean, 2 NFC championship wins. That's what we've done. And I mean, that's what they've done. What have we done? Like, somebody got to get irritated in that building. Somebody got to get irritated in that building and say enough is enough. I don't know if we're there yet. I hope we are. I don't want Philadelphia to win. Dang. A little part of me actually want them to win. It would hurt my heart because I got to hear all these Philadelphia Eagles fans come on my show and just troll me to death. I trust me. On Monday when we do the show again, Monday night, if Philadelphia wins, y'all be here and watch how many Philadelphia Eagles fans be in here. All the ones that have been on the big time, I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. I can see it happening already. I can. I believe it will happen. I'm sorry I ain't been over there. Hey, Anisha. Thanks for popping in. All these folks on TikTok, man. Good Lord, I can't. Man, wow. Okay, hey. So I'm serious. I'm looking for something that's gonna actually something that's gonna change their mentality, which of course would make them change their pattern of how they do things. I would like to believe that Philly being the world champions would actually open that up. I believe it would. I really believe it. I believe that I don't want it to happen. I swear I don't. I want Mahomes to win it. I want the Chiefs to win. Somebody got to beat them in order to take what's theirs. And I don't want to be the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't. But if they did, since Jerry down there in New Orleans running his mouth, I really do believe that would light a spark into Dallas. I would hope. Let me say this. I would hope so. Like, we got to do something. I don't care what it is. If Myles Garrett want to come, those are the type of moves, even though I know it ain't going to happen, y'all. I know it ain't. But those are the type of moves that's saying enough is enough. That you go get me that guy, it's going to be a whole lot of other free agents, more than Myles Garrett. But you got to give me something that's showing me that you really trying to win a championship. Drafted somebody at 12 and say, hey, we got this good player. And then you going to give me free agents on day 9 of free agency. That ain't telling me nothing. All that's telling me is it's going to be the same old thing. That's all it's telling me. See, it's something about being the best. Sometimes you gotta go get the best. That's what everybody else have done. That's what everybody else have done. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Draft and development, listen, it's produced Pro Bowlers. It has produced all pros, but it has not produced a world championship. It has not produced a division round appearance. It has only produced you a wild card round, one and done. You made the division, but you lost in it. So at the ceiling for the last, 15 years, 20 years maybe, has been just to get to the division round. That's it. That's what the draft and developmental system have given you. Now, if you just base it off, hey, we've been to the playoffs 3-4 years in a row, I clap my hands for you. Okay, good. You did that. Okay. What else you do? The system don't work, y'all. I'm sorry. We didn't practice it enough. We done it enough years. Sorry. You got to have good players, but all good players just don't come from the draft. Everybody else ain't doing it. Everybody else not solely dependent upon the draft. And then going to get these bottom of the barrel free agents. That's we're going to go get somebody from the XFL. Look, see, the thing that messed the Cowboys up is they dipped into the XFL and was successful. So they think they can go there every year and pick out a Brandon Aubrey or pick out a Cavante Turpin. They think they can do that. They reserve a spot on their team for a guy that just came out the USFL. They dip into it every year. The problem is they done had success doing it, so they think they can find a diamond in the rough. The problem, Shane, good question, and everybody already know it. You asked the question, who we need to ask the question, who's really at fault? Is it Jerry or is it Steven? The ultimate answer is it's Jerry. Because even if it is Steven, Jerry has the right to shut it down. So the ultimate blame is on him. In a few more weeks, you're going to see on Netflix, I know you already seen the reel, if you got Facebook, in which Dion is on the Jerry Jones thing, whatever it is, documentary about Jerry Jones that's gonna be on Netflix. And he's talking about when he came to Dallas, Dion said, listen, Everybody wasn't with it. That was all Jerry. Everybody wasn't with it. You know the famous story. How Steven, once he found out Dion was with the Cowboys, he jacked his daddy up on a wall or a door and, jacked him up for going and get Dion. Well, y'all do realize he was part of the Capology team back then. He cheat. That's all he done shown us. He ain't just right. That's why I say what I'm talking about is what need to happen, but we all know it's not going to happen. He's cheap. He's still crying now. He's saying, well, we need to pay Parsons. You can pay Parsons. Take care, restructure that contract, restructure the Lamb contract. You just open up a whole lot of money right there. Hello. It's not hard. It's not. But we don't do that. We want to keep them there, don't renegotiate anything. They want to cry out and give us that sob story. Well, if they take out the piece of the pie, the biggest piece, there's nothing there. Then, y'all, they remember last year. This is what they believe. Y'all remember this? You remember when Jerry, primarily Steven, said, and then Jerry came back and said the same thing? If we pay a free agent, one of them big names, which they said you overpay for free agency, well, why shouldn't we get 3 or 4 guys that will equal up to that one guy that makes that type of salary? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember they said that? So you dedicated not to getting good players. You're dedicated to getting cheap players and have hope that they're lightning strike and they can those pretty, little right at average or a little bit above average can all of a sudden just go crazy one year. That's all you're hoping for. If you're getting 4 players for one guy that costs that much money, those 4 players, because you're going to pay him cheap, those 4 players aren't that good. They're not that good. They're not that good, y'all. Why we always want to take the cheap route out? I know it's broken record. I know we talk about the same thing. I know it's repetitive, but maybe the Philadelphia Eagles winning tomorrow might finally wake this boys up. Steven and Jerry, maybe. If not, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be going through the same thing again. All emphasis on the draft. Day 9 free agents. A trip to the XFL to go pick one of those guys out. And then they're going to say, let's play football. The pattern, I'm looking for the pattern of the offseason to be broken. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one thing that they will do that will make us, they'll show us something different. That's what I'm waiting on. Right now, everything is at plan. I don't care nothing about the coaches. Coaches can't play. The scheme is fine and all that. That's good and dandy. We already know what Schottenheimer want to do. We know what some of these coaches in here want to do. Obviously, run heavy and all that. But then if you run heavy, then you need to go get me some kind of equipment that's going to match your desire to run the ball. Everybody talking about Genty. Let me go ahead and tell y'all something, y'all. Genty, listen. Genty may not even be there, y'all. Genty, seriously. When you look at the draft order and see where everybody is at in their need, there's one particular team that's there above us that I feel like might be 2. It might be 2, y'all. Throw this in. One is the Chicago Bears at 10. Chicago need a running back. They got Williams, the quarterback, Caleb Williams, but y'all can't tell me who the running back was last year. They already got receivers. Genty might be a Chicago Bear. And then let me say this. Watch this one. Right after the Bears pick, guess what? The 49ers are picking. Christian McCaffrey has had issues. Got hurt again last year when he came back. You get a Gentry in there, y'all. Yeah, it was Swift. You know, that ain't nothing to talk about. Swift is a pretty good running back. But he's there for the bridge. He's kind of like a bridge running back to me. Waiting for your next guy, and then you can keep Swift there. He can be your number 2. He'll be a real good number 2, actually. You can play football with Gentry and Swift. I wouldn't be surprised, Craig, but the Niners, if they are healthy, they very well may just take best player available. When you draft in that high, you automatically go best player available. Mostly. And trust me, if Gentry lasts to 10, he would be best player available on there. Yeah, ain't no question about that. And it fills a need. So you get 2 of the best. You get 2 things in one. You get best player available, and you get a running back. So Gentry may not be there, okay? Now what? You still run heavy. You can get those guys later on. We all know. You get those guys later on in the draft. Another running back. It's just that simple. So I don't know, I really want, if he is there, hey, B-Bird, thank you for popping the Craig. I see you. Appreciate you. Ghostface Gaming, what's going on? Listen now. If I'm so scared of Jerry and Steven, because what seems to be obvious, they always do the opposite. If Gentry is there at 12, I really believe on just about every board, every draft board in the NFL would have Gentry as the top guy, best player available on the board if the Cowboys were there, if he lasts 12. Okay? I have no doubt that just about every board would have Gentry as the top player left on their board. The next guy. I believe that. I believe it. And yes, there are other running backs, real good running backs. Yes, a lot of argument made is some of these running backs better than Gentry, to be honest with you. They're there. But it is absolutely pretty much unanimous that the best running back in this draft is Gentry. Watch what I'm saying. The mentality for the Cowboys is not getting the best. They want bargains. And I'm trying to figure out what happened to you, Jerry. I don't know if this will ever hit his face or whatever, but I'm going to act like it will. What happened, Jerry? When you're 1995, you made a decision. Contrary to the people that was in the building at the time, you said, I'm going to get the best. I'm going to get Deion Sanders. I know I got to pay a lot of money for it. I'm going to make it happen. I ain't talked to Emmett. I didn't talk to Troy. I ain't talked to Michael Irvin. I ain't talked to none of these all-pro linemen I got. I'm going to get them. Why? Because 49ers in 1994 just won the World Championship after we won it back-to-back, and I want the title back. So I'm going to get the best. I'm going to go get Deion Sanders. I don't care nothing about my son being mad, Steven. I don't care nothing about whoever in the building. I don't care if Bear Switzer don't want him. I could care less. I'm going to get Deion because I feel if I get Deion Sanders on this team, we are going to take the world championship back. Where that Jerry Jones go? And I'm saying that to say this. Man, I love Hampton. I love Johnson. I love Scatterboo. I love Neil from Kansas. I love that kid from Kansas State. I love all these guys. These guys can play. but can we go get the best? I love Samson. I love all these guys. Samson led to the SEC in rushing, which means he played some real go-getters in the SEC. I love him too, but when are we going to change the mentality? Instead of getting free agents on day 8, when is the mentality going to change? Back to where it once was. Go get the best. I don't hear nothing about no salary cap. I just proved to you. Philadelphia got all these guys with the same salary cap you got. Somebody need to take a class in Dallas. Somebody need to take a class because everybody else is succeeding with the salary cap. They steadily loading the gun with real bullets. I hope y'all don't get in trouble for saying that. But y'all understand what I'm saying. You loading a pop gun with these Pizza Hut free agents you getting. Stop it. And then trying to sell me that you really want to win. We're all in. We're all in. Stop. Don't come to me with that this year. Now when I was saying Philadelphia go get Barkley. Now when I was saying they paid Devontae, paid A.J. Brown, you can't tell me that no more. I even tell you something else. You can't even tell me that. And you just paid CD and Dak in the same year. You can't even tell me that no more. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that no more. I'm sorry. You can't tell me that not when you cry about all the money and you just paid a man $60 million and then paid a wide receiver in the same year, $34, $35 million. You can't tell me that no more. Well, y'all done got me hot in here. I'm gonna need to take this shirt off. Lord have mercy. Y'all forgive me. I got hot talking about these Cowboys. See, this is what I'm trying to avoid, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Shoot. I done got hot. Y'all forgive me, man. I'm sorry. I done got hot in here. Ew. See, I don't like people trying to insult my intelligence. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all forgive my t-shirt. It is what it is. Y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan. I ain't got to have no Dallas Cowboy shirt on. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm sick of this mess. I'm sick of it. And what I'm saying, because we almost at the steps now. We at the step by step, the same thing over and over again. And now we're at exactly. See, yeah, exactly, Talib. If I want the best, only reason why I'm saying this because I don't know a lot of where y'all cities y'all watching me from, but it's universally known because they're around the country. I think if you say who's the biggest pizza franchise, Pizza Hut got to be up there, Papa John's or whatever. That's everywhere. Instead, we want to go get the B team, Little Caesars, like Talib said. Man, stop giving me these B players. If you got a chance to get, nobody ain't saying you got to get 9, 10 free agents because you won't have the money for that. God dang, we could have had 1 or 2. The mentality is shot. And if the mentality don't change, then why should I suspect anything different this year? I almost feel like I'm preaching, John. I'm sick of this. I'm doing, look. Look, my birthday was just a couple days ago. Look, the older I get, the more ignorant I'm getting. I can feel it. I can feel it, rising up in me. I can feel it. I'm getting too old now. I ain't got time for this. 52 years old now. I want to see the Cowboys win. At least one more. You can go back to regular scheduled programming. Just win me one. Hey, my goodness. I'm tired now. I'm tired. You can't sell me on winning when you ain't doing what it takes to win. I see what Philly doing. That's why they there. That's why every eye in the world is going to be on them tomorrow because they did what it took to make sure that they get there. One guy, made the difference. One, just one. Just one. You go get Mr. Barkley. Yeah, what's up, B-Bird? Appreciate you. Got a super chat here. Appreciate you keeping the pressure on the front office. That's what we all got to do, y'all. I mean, unless y'all like what y'all been seeing. Because as of right now, we're on the same schedule off-season schedule that we've been on for the last God knows how many years. We're doing the same thing. Yeah, we got a new coach. Yeah, we got a new coaching staff. It's kind of separated from the other coaches that have been here. Garrett, McCarthy, now Schottenheimer. I mean, but it's the same thing. All of them got the same thing in common. Jerry wouldn't stack the deck. Everybody else done stack the deck, y'all. For those that have come in late, Tampa Bay did the same. They stacked the deck. When Brady won the championship, they stacked the deck. The Rams stacked the deck and won the championship. They ain't caring about no draft picks. And everybody say, they win now, but they gonna suffer later. Man, the Rams been in the playoffs ever since. Stop it. They may have skipped a year. Rams ain't suffered. Rams ain't suffered since they went in and got Stafford. When they suffered. I thought they supposed to been at the bottom of the barrel. I thought they was. Somebody, forgive me. When it's supposed to happen. See, the reason why it ain't happened is because they got players. See, if you got a Matthew Stafford there, you ain't going to that much low. You get a Puka, you ain't going. You still got Cooper Kupp. Big Aaron just retired a couple years ago. Guess what? They gonna get another kid. Florida State, Fisk. They ain't went down. You still had Ramsey. What? When they supposed to go down? And trust me, the Rams didn't care. They knew that the Super Bowl was in their building. And they said, we going for it. And it's all will be worth it if we can put that banner in the air. We don't care nothing about the future. We care about right now. Right now. And if you're going to stick by the draft and developmental plan, you better go get me the best. So, yeah, I said, yeah, I love all them other running backs. And they can come in to do the job, no doubt about it. But it's the mentality that I'm talking about. Oh, we can go get one later in the draft. When the guy, the best, is staring you in the face, saying, come get me. I'm open. You ain't got to trade for me. All you got to do is turn the card in. And I already know that's what the Cowboys going to do. If it's a running back that you want. Now, if you're going to go get me a linebacker, if you're going to go get me a wide receiver, then what I'm talking about ain't nothing. But if your choice is say, okay, Gentry is there, we know we need a running back, and everybody in that goddamn war room going to say, hey, we can get somebody later on in the draft. How you know you're going to get them? How you know somebody ain't going to move up? How you know? How you know? How you know a team ain't going to package a couple picks to move up in front of you when you got your eyes locked in on this certain guy? How you know somebody ain't finna move up? So there ain't no guarantee. But if you got Gentry right in your face, and I don't care if Mason Graham is there, I don't care if whoever you want, Campbell from Alabama, I don't care if Luther Burden is there, I don't care. If you really talking about run heavy, and you brought in an offensive coordinator that is solely, his name is associated with running the football, then please tell me why are we going to draft Mason Graham, defensive tackle, and Gentry is right there. I'm just saying. I love Mason Graham because I'm a Michigan fan. He would help immediately. I ain't got no problem with it. But if your only reason of saying I can go get another running back later on, that tell me once again in some crazy way, although it may very well may be true, ladies and gentlemen, I just believe in getting the best. I understand that a Honda Accord can get you to the same place as my Mercedes-Benz. I understand that. I understand that. I understand it. I do. But why your first choice got to be a Honda Accord? When you can afford a Mercedes-Benz. Exactly, B-Bird. And I believe that there's a difference. I believe, this is me, it ain't got to be you. This is what I believe. I believe that there are some great running backs coming up in this draft. Somebody gonna say, well, if you believe they're great and there's more than Gentry, then let's just go get a wide receiver. Let's go get this person, go get that person. Listen, no, I want the best. Cowboys love to say we picking best player available. Trust me, if Ashton Gentry lasts to 12, he will be the best player available on every NFL team's draft board. Huh? You go get my brother JD in the building. What's up, JD? Again, I'm saying the same thing. Look, what up, big time? Told you the OC, not gonna be old line coach, okay? I'm happy we signed a good old line coach. Expect us to be physical up front, at least on offense, which is going again to the running back thing. At JD, BPA 12. If Gentry is still alive, if he is still alive at 12, every NFL team will have him as the best player available at 12. I believe the Cowboys will blow it just based off the way they operate and go get somebody else. Would I be mad if they picked Luther Burden? No, I wouldn't. Because I know that that's immediate impact. I'm good with it. But what it also tell me is, okay, I'm starting to wonder until I see you pick a running back, or if not, I'm just going to say, oh, okay, y'all kiss this running thing away. Same thing I told y'all last year when Mike McCarthy was up there lying, talking about, hey, we're going to run the ball this year. We're going to run the ball. Man, please. The only way that you ran the ball was when Dak got hurt. That's it. When Dak got hurt, now we run the ball a little bit. You tried to have Cooper Rush throw like Dak 30 times a game and all this stuff. So you're a pass-happy play call. I don't know. I got to see it to believe it with Schottenheimer. His history says that he's going to go ahead and try to run this ball. Okay? I just don't want it's the mentality, y'all. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Yes, there are real good / great running backs that are in this draft. No question. The kid from North Carolina is a dog. I love him. The kid from Iowa, Caleb Johnson, he's the truth. Sampson, he can run. I ain't got no question about that, y'all. I don't want to minimize those guys saying like they ain't, like it's a big gap or whatever. But come on, y'all. Gentry is the best running back in the country. No question about it. And yes, in my eyes, he looks special. He does. He does. He looks special. He does. Why we gotta settle? When you really don't know if he's gonna, if how you know, well, I like Sampson. How you know he's gonna be there later on? Trust me, Dallas ain't the only team that need a running back. How you know he's gonna be there? Well, we'll draft him in the second round. There's gonna be some trades that's gonna move people up because they got their eye on Hampton and Johnson and Scatterboo and Neal from Kansas and all these guys. How do you know they just gonna fall in our lap? At 12, you ain't about falling in the lap. If Genty is there and he make it past Chicago and San Francisco at 11, you ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is turn in your card. I want the best. I don't want no selling. Okay, somebody say, well, we need defense. Okay, if you picking at 12, don't tell me nothing about the later rounds going to get a linebacker. We all know we need linebackers. If you just gonna bypass Genty, you gonna bypass whoever you gonna bypass, that's fine. You better, because with 12, you got to give me a home run. You can't give me no base hit. I don't want Pete Rose at 12. I don't want Tony Gwynn. I don't want Rod Carew. Some of y'all too young. Don't worry about it. I don't want Freeman from the Dodgers. I don't want that. I want Barry Bonds at 12. I want Babe Ruth. I want Hank Aaron. Home. I ain't talking about no ball that go 401 feet. That's just barely over the fence. I don't want that. I want one of them home runs like Ken Griffey Jr. When he hit it, he stand at the plate 5 or 6 seconds and watch it before he start his home run trot. That's what I want at 12. I want Ricky Henderson home run. Where Ricky hit the ball and he know it's gone. Ricky gonna tug on his jersey, do some type of little high step before he even get to first base. Do that little home run. I want no doubt crusher pick at 12. Drafting too high. If the Cowboys are what they are, we ain't gonna get this draft this high again anyway. The 49ers not gonna draft this high. They're drafting 11th. They too good. They just got bit with the injury bug just like us. We're not drafting this high again. But when you are drafting this high, I need a home run. Base hits will get you into the Hall of Fame. Base hits will get you paid a lot. If you hit 3 out of 10 balls, you're batting 300. That'll get you to the All-Star game. That might even win you MVP if you do that a whole lot. You can get paid for having base hits. But it's a reason why your better hitters in baseball are batting at 1 and 2, maybe 3 in the lineup. Number 3 is reserved for your best hitter, and your number 4, your cleanup guy, is the guy that can take the ball out the park. When you draft in 12, you are number 3 or number 4. I got to have a home run. If you give me a linebacker, you better go get me Campbell from Alabama, who's considered the best linebacker. You know, some of them say Walker from Georgia. You got to give me the best, though. I ain't got time to be waiting till the 4th round. I'm sorry, we don't have a pick in the 4th round. I ain't got time in the 5th. Well, we got 3 draft picks in the 5th round. We can make a lot of headway in the 5th round. We got 3 picks in the 5th round. The 5th round, though, gentlemen. Good God. It's the 5th round. Are they going to even make the team? I'm sorry, y'all. Now, think about it, y'all. I just said all this. but it bears repeating. And they're really, 12 is a day 1 start. You draft at 12. Whoever you draft, they got to be starting for me in week 1. I ain't even talking about no guy that's going to be splitting time. I know. No. Day 1, starter. No question. That's why I got to have a home run, because that number 1 pick at 12 in the 1st round should be a day 1 starter. If you do what the Cowboys love to do, we draft another lineman. Good Lord have mercy. Is he gonna start? I mean, seriously, a lot of y'all like Banks and all that. Is he gonna start, man? Is he gonna start? If he's not gonna start, why are we drafting? Well, he'll get a lot of playing time, and he's going to, he's going to get everything done. We're gonna switch up with everybody. We're gonna have him in a good rotation. It's not time for rotation at 12. Boy, I feel like preaching now. Actually, that was the wrong button. That my organ in. I ain't got time for no split. I look, the mentality is off. Drafting another lineman. Now I got to have another rookie out there in lineman. Everybody want to do linemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there are other linemen in the draft. Hello. If he's second, third, fourth, fifth, it's other linemen in the draft. They're free agents in the draft. I mean, come on now. Not in the draft, but they're free agents. You can buy. Hello. I mean, come on now. There's others. There are others. If the three picks in the fifth round, are they gonna even make the team? Because the starters, ladies and gentlemen, are pretty much set. Everybody hit this like button for me, please. I know we're having a good time, but I got hot in here. At least y'all can do is hit that like button, please. I ain't say hit cash app. I didn't say hit nothing. Just hit the like button for your boy as I label, as I'm venting, as I'm telling the truth at the same time. At 12, we have to have a home run. You know, we got these guys we can package. Fifth round. We really can do some real damage. I can see Steven now. I can see the slob falling out his mouth almost. Boy, we got 3 picks in the fifth round. No, look, those picks are very valuable, no question, but let's not get excited about the fifth round, please. Who's gonna really make the team, y'all? I don't get hype about guys that come to the team that's gonna be on the practice squad. How many openings are really on our team that you can say, okay, the day one starter job is up in the air? Let's go through it real quick, y'all. Quarterback, no. Running back, yes. Wide receiver 2, in my view, is open. That's 2 jobs. Left tackle, no, because the Cowboys don't give up on their first round picks, and y'all know that. May I remind you of Connor Williams from back in the day, how they tried to shove that down our throat. Can I just give you even some better players who we know should have been cut? Ball and Walesko. How in the world are they still on this thing? Please, somebody help me. They don't give up on line. Left tackle. The left tackle will be Guyton again next year. Stop it. Hello. Left guard, no. Tyler Smith, all pro, no. Center, BB, or Hoffman, pick your choice. If Zach Martin retires, move BB or Hoffman, whichever one. They're interchangeable. You can move one of them to guard, and you go say, let's play football. You ain't got to draft another lineman when you already got the answer in the building. Hoffman could be a starter. Move BB to guard where he played in college at Kansas State, moving back to the guard position. Let him maul people over. You good. Still is still there. You gonna say, okay, let's make an improvement there. Okay, if you want to do that, that's fine. Then you're gonna draft me another guy, and you may have a good case there to do that. But let me remind you, once the commitment, hello, there's a key word. The commitment to run the ball with Rico those few weeks. Hello. Didn't Rico go off? We didn't hear no complaints about nobody on the line. That was a makeshift line. But the reason why is because there was a commitment to let the offensive lineman go forward and hit people and move people out the way. And we didn't hear nothing. Rico was going off. But that same backup offensive lineman. So really, it's still that bad. Was still coming off recovering from his knee surgery. I really don't think he's that bad, to be honest with you. There was a point in time we were saying before he got hurt, he looked like a Pro Bowl right tackle. If Zach Martin does not retire, hello, guess what's going to happen? Zach Martin's going to be your starter because the Cowboys are loyal. They're not going to sit Zach Martin on the bench. You could draft somebody as a possible replacement, but guess what? You're not drafting him in the first round. You'll draft him later on. I'm just trying to show you where are the spots. Okay? So it ain't that tight end. No. Jake Ferguson is there. And they believe in trying to prove something with Schoonmaker. So Schoonmaker is gonna be the other guy. So I mean, hello, stop it. I got 2 spots on the offense that I know that you can talk about a day one starter. 2. That's it. Y'all getting excited about all these picks, and I'm saying, like, are they gonna even dress? I mean, come on now. Defense. I do believe in the rotation of pass rushers. So defensive end, would he start day one? I doubt it, because you got Nealon, Sam Williams is coming back. I mean, Micah is there. I mean, come on now. You know, they'll just be part of a rotation. You can split time there. I'm good. Defensive tackle, yes, because I don't believe that'll be number 3. I don't believe we're going to sign Osi, because Osi's played his way into a big payday, and I don't think the Cowboys are going to pay it. So I believe that there's a spot open for that. I believe that without a doubt. Okay. Let me see. Because Mozzie will have 1 spot, because they ain't giving up on him either. I think Osi going to be gone. We already touched the other defensive line. We're going to be in rotation. That's good. Then we got linebackers. Now, there's a tremendous need. We don't have a lot of linebackers at all. And please keep in mind, we'll even be less if we decide not to go with Kendrick's game. So really, the only linebackers that are here are Nick Vigil and Lil Fowler. See what I'm saying? That's 2. I don't think we're gonna re-sign Damone Clark at all. He didn't hardly play anyway. So I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't think that we gonna sign Kendrick. Kendrick loves to play for Mike Zimmer. I don't see him coming back. And I may be wrong on that, but I just don't see it. Of course, Overshown is not there. Won't probably play this year, so you can't count on him. Micah, he's a slash guy, linebacker, defensive end, so you really can't, at times, it just depends on what the defense is. We really don't have any linebackers. So if you're talking about a real need, there you go with that. But you can take care of that with y'all, with the cheapness. That's how the Cowboys are. So that's a category where they can play cheap. You see, you can't have great and good at every position. I already know we're going to have, some pretty I ain't going to say borderline, but better than average guys. Everybody can't be an all-pro. I can see us doing some of that. Secondary. Well, Diggs may not play. Diggs may not even play this year. So, do you draft that? I don't want no rookie cornerback. I don't. I think the solution ought to be that you do something like you did, like Stephon Gilmore, who didn't cost that much in a trade, and he's a guy that had a name but could still play. I believe they may need to go that route, just in case Diggs not there, because you don't need to be putting no raggedy guy in first. First of all, we need to sign J. Lou. Until we sign him, that's a big question mark. We need to sign J. Lou. See what I'm saying? So is that a spot for a day one starter? I don't know. I think it needs to be filled by a veteran presence myself. I don't want a rookie starting there, but just for the argument's sake of this right here, I say that's a chance for a day one starter. So does that mean you go and draft best cornerback at 12? That sounds like something the Cowboys will do. Matter of fact, put it in because I'm not sure. Who is the best cornerback in this year's draft? Who's the best? Because I guarantee you he will be there at 12. Oh, I'm sorry. Will Johnson from Michigan, my team is, but he going early. He's going early. So I don't know who the number 2 guy is. So I don't know. Somebody tell me who the number 2 guy is, because there's no sense of throwing Will Johnson up. Will Johnson is a top 10 pick. Safety. I mean, whoever you sign, I mean, if you draft somebody, you ain't drafting that guy at no 12. You ain't drafting that at 12, so ain't no sense in me talking about that. So I ain't worried about that. So all I've given you is 3, at least from my view, 3 to maybe 4 spots that are open. Every other position is filled. Now you got to have depth, no doubt about it. But when you talk about depth, like for instance, let's just stick with running back. Okay, if we don't re-sign Rico, okay, then things open up a lot at running back. Okay, I'm saying if we draft a running back at 12, even with that, and you don't sign Rico, okay, real only person you got left is Limpkin and Deuce. I don't think they're gonna do nothing with Deuce. I mean, and if you draft a running back, you know, are they really better than Deuce? I'm just saying. I mean, I know a lot of y'all gonna say yeah. I know y'all gonna say every name from the running back position is better than Deuce, but are they really? I mean, Deuce ain't no trash now. He's just short. And in the case of the running back position, even if we don't sign Rico and draft a running back, you still gonna need another running back. And I ain't talking about draft wise. That's where you might get your little depth from, from free agent pool. Your day 4, day 5, since that's what they like to do. You see what I'm saying? So I just, y'all see what I'm saying? The mentality has to be right. That's how you show me you want to change. You want to show me you want to change? That's why I'm gonna be just like this, y'all. When draft time come around, when 12 come up, and look, I don't care what y'all say, because there's some of y'all in here, Cowboy fans. Whatever day you watching this on, if you're here with me live, or if you're not with me, if you're watching this on next Thursday, whatever day you watching this on, it's a lot of y'all Cowboy fans. Well, I'm gonna say a lot of our brothers and sisters in Cowboy land who want the idea of drafting back. You want to give up. See, you're so in love with the draft. We've been so conditioned to just love the draft that you want to just move back. Back for what? What you want to move back for? Well, we need the picks for the future. Man, I thought you wanted to win now. That's what Jerry said. Care nothing about moving that. Well, we can get our 4th round pick back. Who cares about a 4th round pick, man? Who cares? Who cares about a 4th round pick? You already got the extra pick you got 2 extra picks in the 5th round. You got 3 picks in the 5th round. Who cares about a 4th round pick? The gap ain't that big between the 4th round and the 5th round. It's not. It's not. I'm serious. See, this is the mentality that they have driven to us that I'm getting tired of, and I ain't falling for it this year. I didn't fall for it the years before. It ain't that much a difference. Exactly, B-Bird. B-Bird, I almost need to send you the link. You just join in because we speaking the same language. B-Bird said moving back and sure you get more mediocre players. I mean, y'all don't like it, but B-Bird cooking over there. That's the truth. It ain't that much difference between a 4th round pick and a 5th round pick. It's not. Now, if I say the 1st round and the 4th round, we talking something completely different. It ain't that much different, a big gap. It ain't that big of a gap between the 4th and the 5th round. It's not. Y'all want to move back because the price will have to be paid to move to 12. Okay, we can move down in the 1st round because we'll get that pick, and we could package up and get another 3rd round. We might get another 4th round, and then we'll get a pick next year from doing all that. And a lot of y'all be like, yeah. Yeah, woo! You don't even know you don't even know the draft board for next year. Just hollering and screaming. Yeah, we got a second round pick for next year. Woo! Wait. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Whoa, what? Stop it. Now I'm gonna let y'all have it. Let me tell y'all. Y'all draft strategy the way y'all are. I heard Jerry say, I paid this man to win now. Okay, show me. Surround him with what we need. Dak need weapons. The defense need weapons. And this mentality that really has taken over for about the last 5 or 6 years is not going to get it done. These McDonald's fries, all Americans, you know, the McDonald's fries free agent. That's not gonna get it done, y'all. You tried. See, if you done tried it all this time and you ain't got your desired outcome, please try something different. Please. Philadelphia Eagles are playing tomorrow. The Philadelphia Eagles are playing tomorrow. They're in your division. You're going to have to deal with them for the next couple of years. Guess what? They got real players on offense and defense. You ain't going to beat it just saying we got this coach. No. You're going to have to beat players with players. Yeah. Scheme works, beating, good coaches. I'm not trying to minimize bad coaches because scheme wins games. It does. But you got to have players to perform it. Cowboys love depth. That mentality Steven said last year, I almost want to throw up. I almost got on the plane and got on there with a Louisville Slugger, fly to Dallas, and jump off there and go to the practice facility with all my other brothers and sister content creators who showed up there. And I almost wanted to get off the plane and there. And I think it was West Coast and Landlord and Henny. I should have been in the car with them. And they just drove out there and swung a bat, hit Stephen Jones dead in his chest. Well, we could, why should we pay one player this money when we could get 4 of them with the same amount of money? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are those for? Are they going to be on your practice squad this week? And the guys that you got, are they just special team players? Or they ain't playing? I mean, hello. That ain't doing nothing. I need home run. You gotta have players, man. That's what they're showing you. Philly is there tomorrow because they got players. They got players. Kansas City is there for a lot of reasons. Exactly, Bernard. Exactly. Kansas City is there because they always have players, and they probably got the best player in the world at quarterback. But they've always had players. That's how you stay in the position that they're in. You got to have players. And if your quarterback is not like Mahomes, then the answer is you got to get players that surround him that are flat out dogs. I ain't talking about no chihuahuas. Hello. I ain't talking about them little furry poodles and all. I said dogs. I'm talking about cane corso dogs. That's what I'm talking about. Pit bulls, Rottweiler dogs. I'm talking about guys that defensive and offensive coordinators have to prepare for. Like right now, if you're on defense, this one, I rest my case after I leave this. I'm done. If you're a defensive coordinator and you're game planning against the Dallas Cowboys, who are you game planning for? One person? One. I'm gonna rest my case with this. When you game planning against the Cowboys right now, and you're a defensive coordinator, who are you game planning for? One man, CD Lamb. But what about the running back? Oh, we ain't worried about that. We'll give them a two shell high look. Cause we ain't scared of none of their running back. We ain't scared of Rico. No, we just not gonna let CD Lamb beat him. What about Brandon Cooks? Oh, we'll let him go one-on-one. We know he's fast, but we got fast cornerback. He can handle him. He ain't running nothing but a stop route. He ain't running nothing deep. He ain't running but a hitch route. I mean, that's all the Cowboys do. So we ain't scared of that at all. He gonna fall down just as soon as he catch the ball in the first place. He ain't trying to break tackles. He gonna fall down. We ain't worried about that. But what about Jake Ferguson? We put a linebacker on him. We put a safety on him. We'll go one-on-one with him. He ain't showed us he dominant. He ain't no Kelsey. He ain't no George Kittle. We ain't scared of him. What about a dual threat running back? Dak got 5-6 screws in his leg. His mind say he can run, but he can't really run no more. He's a real pocket quarterback now. We ain't worried about that. All we got to do is drop in zone. He gonna throw it to us sooner or later. Y'all don't want to tell the truth. Y'all don't want to tell the truth. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. I agree, Jay. That's what you call the difference maker. If you go get Garrett Wilson, that's what I'm talking about. But as of right now, you're only game planning against for one man. In contrast, here we go. Philadelphia. You're the defensive coordinator that's about to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Spagnuolo, traditionally, tomorrow, will have something there. Well, you're the defensive coordinator. Who you got a game plan for against Philadelphia? Please just don't say Saquon Barkley. Because, see, if you stop Saquon Barkley, guess what? You're pretty much going one-on-one with A.J. Brown against one man and Devontae Smith against one man. You think that's a problem? I answer for you. Yes, it's a major problem. Oh, well, we got that covered. What about Dallas Goedert then? Tight end. Who can beat any linebacker. Who can be big enough to beat any safety. See the problems that you got to deal with. Oh, I forgot. Jalen Hurts runs the ball. So you got to commit somewhat of a spot to him. And if all you going to say, all he does is a tush push, you crazy. Tush push is easy. What about when he take off? You see that? Okay, okay. I ain't make it worse for you. Okay, we talking about the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. Come here. Let's say you're the defensive coordinator and you're going against the Miami Dolphins. Okay, who you game planning for? Come on, help me now. Come on. Okay, you got, of course, the main weapon. You got Tyreek Hill. That requires 2 men, automatically. But if you got 2 men there, guess what? Jalen Waddle is one-on-one. Who can destroy any cornerback. Oh, okay. Then you got Gesicki at tight end. Oh, okay. You forgot about that. Oh, I forgot. You got Aishi and you got other guy, I forgot his name, in the running back. See all the weapons that you got to face. Hello? Dallas ain't got but one. That got to change. See, if you're gonna double CD, that means they ain't even loading the box. But if you give, I'm pretty sure that if you give Genty a light box to run through, look out. Look out. Head might hit the goalpost. I'm just telling you. Mentality got to change, y'all. See, until that changes, I'll be on here this time next year saying the same thing. I've been asking for dogs for the last 3-4 years. They keep bringing me, they don't go to the big dog section. They keep bringing me these little chihuahuas, these little finesse players, these pretty technically sound guys. I need a guy that go beyond the X's and O's. I need a guy that gonna make a difference. I need a guy. I need a real, and I ain't talking about lowercase G-U-Y. I'm talking about in caps. G-U-Y in caps. That's what I need. I just can't. You got to give me something. You ain't gonna be able to get it all in 1 year. You're not gonna. But we ain't really just way down there like everybody talking. No. If the Cowboys stay healthy and you add me 1 or 2 dogs, guess what? You might be right back at your 12-win-a-year season. It's really just that simple. You give me one a guy, and yeah, exactly, Bernard. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I mean, come on now. Don't. No, we might not get a Myles Garrett. I understand. I understand that. I don't think we'll get him anyway, but at least find out. Hello. He's from Texas. He's from Arlington, Texas. Every kid dream that grew up around that area was not to play for the Houston Texans, even though that would be a marvelous fit for Myles Garrett. The idea of having Will Anderson and Myles Garrett coming at you on both sides is incredible. And the same Texas, that's the same Texas, no state tax. And the Texans are building something over there. And I believe that the Houston Texans, to be honest with you, have a better chance to go to the Super Bowl before we do in the first place. You put Myles Garrett over there with them, because there ain't no state sales over there. You get to keep your money. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That might be the play where Myles go. See what I'm saying? But he's a Cowboy fan as a kid, wants to play for the Cowboys, went to the University of Texas. Myles Garrett would be, and just oh, see, you got to do something big, man. Just say, okay, we for real. Just the thought of him and Parsons together is just so scary. It's so scary. I know we ain't gonna do it. I ain't even looking forward. I'm just saying, but you got to try. You got to try. Michael Parsons running around the Super Bowl looking so pitiful, recruiting and just trying to, every time some name come out, he talking about y'all to come to Dallas. And I'm just saying, like, Michael, you're trying too hard, son. And you gonna end up getting frustrated because all these guys you keep trying to recruit, you keep forgetting you got to pass through not your office, but Stephen Jones' office. And that's what the dream gonna turn into a nightmare. So I appreciate Michael trying. I do. I appreciate him recruiting Genty and trying to recruit Myles Garrett and trying to recruit everybody. But what he need to understand is that your front office don't think like you do. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna be very frustrated, Michael Parsons. Your front office don't think like you do. So your thought process fits mine. Go get the best so we can be the best. Your all front office don't believe in that. They just believe in having one dog. They want to put all the weight on your shoulder, not knowing that you need 2, 3 guys on defense to make it happen. Stop it. Michael Parsons be so glad down in New Orleans. He talking to everybody. He talking to everybody at the Pro Bowl. He talking to everybody in New Orleans right now. Yeah, come on, man. I'm gonna stay you on Dallas. Who made you the salesman? I'm like, when you feel to sell it, it's gonna be a shame if they get in front of Stephen Jones, and then the whole story changes. Like, this ain't what Michael Parsons was talking about. I told that you should have talked to Michael first. I'll take less money. Just getting the Myles Garrett. That's so commendable, Michael. It's so commendable. But the Cowboys will mess you up. They'll have you sign first and then won't even knock at the door, Myles Garrett. You better get your money while you can, son. You ain't got to take less. Nobody else did. They got the money. They know how to figure it out. You ain't got to do all that. Dak didn't take a single dime away. CeeDee Lamb didn't take a dime away from here. You got full. You need to do the same thing. They'll figure it out. You'll be pissed off tremendously if you take less money. I'm doing it so that the organization can't do it. Let me tell you something. Love don't love nobody. Well, y'all ain't ready. Time me to get off. You see, love don't love nobody. Cowboys are business. They'll tell you we'll work. Thank you, Michael. And they'll never sign nobody. They'll brag and say, we signed Michael Parsons for way cheaper, and look how much we have on the salary cap. We won't even spend it. I'm telling y'all better understand what time it is. Michael Parsons, just stop. Just stop. You getting on my nerves too. You talking too much. You want all. It would be scary. You and Myles Garrett, it would be super scary. No doubt about it. It'll be big. You can win. That's called statement. That's a pure dog. Yes, it would be great. And y'all better let that look. Stop it. Until I see Steven and Jerry do something different, I'm just gonna be here just shaking my head. And all I'm gonna tell y'all is I told you so. Why should we think anything different? Why? But now I say we need quarterbacks a sneaky need as well. Cowboys don't have no problem drafting running back. They just need to draft one real late. Because your quarterback is set for the next 4 years. I think they need to re-sign Cooper Rush, to be honest with you. I think we need to re-sign Cooper Rush, grab another quarterback, and let's go play football. He's already aware of probably the offense already with Schottenheimer. Already aware we don't need, it's really that simple. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired, man. Made me take my shirt off. I'm tired. I'm tired. I have labored. Talking about these Cowboys. Y'all enjoy the Super Bowl on tomorrow. Go to the Super Bowl if you can. I will be watching, and I hope the Chiefs win because I really don't want to hear these Eagle fans just everywhere. I'm tired of hearing fly Eagles fly. I'm tired of seeing green everywhere. I don't want to see no green. I don't even want to watch the Incredible Hulk right now. E2 green. I don't want to see nothing. I ain't spending no money because if I see he's about to spend money, that means I got to see green on my money. I don't want to see nothing green right now. I'm tired of the Eagles. I'm tired. No, I love the Incredible Hulk. I ain't watching the Avengers this weekend. I ain't watching nothing. I don't want to see nothing green. If I see a green M&M in the bag, I'm gonna put it on before you step on it. I don't want to see no green. If I had to cut grass right now, I wouldn't cut it. Well, everybody's grass already still be brown right now, unless you got fescue grass. Look, I don't want nothing green. Nothing. Nothing green. Seriously. I'm looking around right now for some green here. I'm gonna put tape over it. I want to see nothing green, man. If I go to Walmart and if it's a T-shirt that got green in it, I'm giving my money back. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm tired of the Eagles, man. I don't want to hear that song. I don't want to hear no fly Eagles fly. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm sick of looking at Gilly doing that little dance, cameo. Talking about it like candy. Y'all have seen it before. I'm tired of seeing Gilly. His short tail. I'm tired of seeing him. Tired of it. Sick of all this laughing and going around. Sick of this mess. Okay. But part of me actually wants Philadelphia to win because I believe that may wake up Jerry and say, hey, enough is enough. We got to do something. Because if somebody in that office got to say, hello, hey, Jerry, Steven. Hey, just in case you didn't notice, Philadelphia is better than you. Hey, guess what? The Washington Commanders are going to be here a while. Hello, yeah, they're pretty good, and they're going to get better. Hey, Jerry, they got $100 million of salary cap to use. Hey, Jerry, they're not worried about the draft. They're going to spend that money in free agency with some real dog, and the defense is only going to get better. The offense is going to get better. And so, hey, Jerry, Philadelphia and Washington probably are better than you right now. What are you going to do? Draft and develop? Oh, my God. The Giants going to catch up with you then. I'm just saying. Just saying. You got to do something. We got to do something. Now. You got to do something. I hope that's what they think, but I doubt it. But we'll see, y'all. All right, I'm out. I appreciate y'all, man, for hanging with me this long. I'll be with you guys on Monday night. We'll talk about if Philadelphia pulled this off. I can already tell you. The next show title will be Now What, Jerry? Now what? If the Kansas City win, then I would say Patrick Mahomes saved you. That's what I'll say. Patrick Mahomes saved you. Because now you change the narrative. Philly just get there, but they don't win it. Okay, that might save you. But if Philadelphia win tomorrow, oh my God. We got to talk. All right. I'll see you guys Monday. We all watch the Super Bowl together. And Monday night, we'll be talking about it. All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you Monday for the one and only. This has been, yeah, buddy, the Big Time Show.